Hello everybody, thank you and welcome to this short introduction on HydraR. So what is HydraR? HydraR is kind of a hybrid approach to a machine learning and statistical analysis using R, SyatemML and Spark. So without further ado, let's start. So this is what I'm going to cover. We're going to introduce HydraR, overall architecture, and what is like a rough goals and things we plan to achieve. And we're going to go into the small feature set like what we are supporting and follow by a quick demo and a small list on future plans and Q&A and anything else. So this is HydraR. You may ask, oh, what is this picture? This is just representing that egg means, okay, it's still in the development process and it's using Spark and the ML lib and the SyatemML as their base. So we see a platform on which HydraR is standing, and HydraR represents distributed processing, and there is a lot of R workers working for it. So this is a block. So before we go next one, why HydraR? Because there's a lot of good things in R, there's a lot of good things in SyatemML, there's a lot of good things in Spark and SparkR. So they are good in particular things, but it would be nice to combine all the good features into one location. So that's one of the goals for it, and we'll get into it a little bit more. So this is our top level architecture. So we know that pretty much everybody know how the Spark and SparkR works. So Spark things is on this side, and you can see that there is a Spark cluster which can read the data from HDFS or something else, and there's a lot of R workers in each of the nodes, and they communicate through the primary way to communicate is a data frame, which is like but Spark do allow you to hooks into a smaller things, but we're gonna just focus on data frame, and you can definitely use all the current packages. And here is the SyatemML. I think everybody know about it. I think this is not much introduction needed. And here is what HydraR comes, which is on the left-hand side. It's going to use the best of both the features, and it's going to provide some extra add-ons, like lot of good utilities. Like when we say machine learning, people spend so little time, any data analyst / scientist spend so little time in running a CAN algorithm, but they spend a lot of time in around it, like feature selections, exploratory analysis, and some kind of pre-processing and tuning and cross-validation. So we have plans to kind of handle those things, and we're gonna definitely support a custom algorithm, and also going to support some nice feature which is like I call it syntactic sugar, which kind of makes your life easier. So next slide. This is our mission. Like we're gonna bring statistic and machine learning to R. The primary focus for now is mostly on SyatemML, but it has a more open architecture. So what are our goals? So we're gonna try to have all the major features from SparkR, and with the announcement that Vijay made, we might also need to have another layer created, which will also allow pretty much all the feature from deep layer package, and SparkR, that is TBD. Either we may go to a 100% SparkR or 100% deep layer, but the best would be the combination of both of these. Means we can work seamlessly with both of them. So we'll know in future what's going to happen. But definitely we're going to support as much feature from SyatemML, and people will be able to write their custom algorithm. Syntax will be more like R-like, and most of our design decision we're going to make is based going to be how R does it, not how Python does it. I know Python is a great like scikit-learn and their pandas and everything, but we're going to mostly focus on the R user. So here we're gonna dive a little bit onto the details of the HydraR data types. Data types are pretty important because that's how you talk to it's like a language to the tool. And we're going to talk about a few examples of how the syntactic sugars has been used. There are a lot more of them, but we're going to just restrict into a few cases for the, in the interest of time. And then we're going to look for the canned algorithm, which is like a pretty important thing to have for any data analyst slash scientist, because most of the time canned algorithm is a good, beyond marketing hypes and sales speech. You want to make your hand dirty, and for that canned thing will work great if you have a data set which is a toy data set, like arrays or some kind of air quality or some kind of noise. But in real life, you may have to tweak things around. So we will see how we can use a combination of custom ML and the machine learning algorithm in a demo section. And about the partition execution, this is an inherent feature right now in the SparkR. We're gonna most likely use as it is, but we might have to make some changes, so that's TBD. But